You flinch at good news before you even know why. Okay, picture this. It's a Sunday. You're just sitting there watching your show, and something's actually funny for once. So you laugh, and almost right away your shoulders come back down. Before you've even decided to relax them, you check your phone, nothing there. You check it again anyway, nothing's wrong. You know that, but you still can't sit in it. Not all the way. Some part of you would rather end this feeling yourself than get caught off guard by it ending during the ad break. You mute the TV, just to listen to the house for a second. It's quiet. Actually quiet, and even that, you don't fully trust, so you turn it back on and keep watching. Half in the show, half still listening for something. There's a reason you do this, and it's not what you'd guess. Most people can't point to the exact moment their childhood ended. You probably can. It wasn't some big dramatic day. It wasn't even a bad one. Really just one completely ordinary evening. Here's the part that's actually wild though. Growing up too fast never had anything to do with your chores or your grades or how much you had to handle it. Was one specific moment. The exact moment safety stopped being your default after that. You stopped assuming. You started checking. Done enough times. Stops looking like fear. It starts looking like being realistic. This shows up in more places than you'd expect. But here's the stranger part. Your brain didn't hold on to that night because it was dramatic. It held on to it because it quietly rewrote the rules one specific night. That's where this starts. And there's a way through it, too. Quieter than you'd think. You were 9, maybe 10 sleepover at a friend's place. Her birthday, 5 of you crammed in the living room. Way too loud. The good kind of loud. Her dad comes through with a bowl of chips, trips over somebody's shoe, and the whole thing goes flying. Chips everywhere, and you flinch. You actually brace. You wait for his face to change. It doesn't change. He just laughs, calls himself an idiot, goes to grab the broom. Everyone else is already laughing too, already moving on, like it's nothing, and you're still braced. You're the only one still braced. You laugh a beat too late. Just to match everyone on the ride home, you're quiet, staring out the window, running back through every night at your own house. That suddenly makes sense now. You were the only one still braced. 20 years later, you still do the math in rooms without meaning to. Here's where it actually shows up. Now you rehearse conversations in your head that never happen. Whole arguments, whole apologies, before anyone's said a word, because if you already know how it goes, it can't catch you off guard. And it's not just conversations. It's joy too. You can be at an actual party, genuinely having a good time, and part of you is still checking the exits, still listening for the shift. Good moments come with a timer attached, and you've never known why. Until now, and it doesn't stop there either. A door slams 2 rooms away, and your whole body goes still, mid-sentence, before your brain's even caught up enough to ask what happened. And you do this with people too, not just rooms. Someone's mood shifts. A chair scrapes back a little harder than usual. A cup gets set down too fast, and your whole body recalibrates before you've even decided to notice 4 completely different rooms. Same 9-year-old, still doing the math in all of them. It didn't just take your ease, it took your ability to trust a good moment to stay good. And there is a way to stop doing this on autopilot. That part's next. Okay, here's the part that matters most. You were never dramatic for bracing like that. You were trained for a floor that moved. The problem is, you're still testing a floor that's mostly stopped moving. And here's what it actually looks like when that starts to change. It's nothing dramatic. It doesn't feel like healing. It feels like this. You're having dinner with someone. It's a good night, genuinely easy, and somewhere around the 2nd hour, something in you starts doing the math again, scanning, calculating, waiting for the temperature to shift. And this time, instead of following that pull, you just notice it. You think, there it is, the old thing, right on schedule, and you don't fight it. You don't tell yourself to relax. You just watch it run, without letting it drive. And the dinner keeps going. Nobody knows what just happened, but something in you does, because that's the first time in maybe years that you caught the pattern before the pattern caught you. That moment doesn't feel like a breakthrough. It feels like nothing, and that's exactly what healing looks like for people who grew up too fast. Not a release, not a revelation, just a quiet Tuesday where you stayed in the room instead of leaving it in your head. Here's the image to hold on to. Instead, you're not in that living room anymore. There's no bowl about to fly. No face you need to check. So here's the one small thing. Next time you feel that brace start, before you've even named it, just say 2 words in your head. Not yet. Not to force it away, just to notice it arriving. That's the whole shift. Not fearless. Just awake to the old math before it decides for you. You were never given a childhood. You just stopped asking for one.